The blue button has been pushed.
Has the button of the push of the green of the button? Can you see me?
We are officially live. I can
Are
see
we
your...
Liz Ive?
What?
Are we live?
We are indeed. Ladies and gentlemen of the internet,
The NFL is back.
the
I
NFL
hate
is
that.
back.
I hate that draft thing, dude. It's the worst.
Anyways, what you doing?
Huh?
I said, what you...
Dude, come on, bro. Fuck.
Ricky is not ready. It's okay. He didn't break anything.
I broke my soul.
He broke his soul. Well, you can use that roller that is not a merit roller on your soul.
I gave away the merit roller because we sold out, so I wanted a customer to have it. So
How nice of you.
I took one of the old prototype things we had sitting around.
Is this what's going on right now? Montana Ricky's back rolling stream. Okay. I don't know if this is what people want to watch, but okay.
Hey, you know what? Everybody else does whatever they do, man. I'm an old man. I got to stretch. This is what you got to do. You need to stretch before you ride and after you ride.
Okay. To go with Ricky's shirt that he's wearing, I'm going to pin my own version of that shirt because mine is cooler. What's up, 20 Grip? What's up, CX?
How is yours cooler? All right, shout out to Extremes Bike Shop.
My version of that shirt says first try instead of extremes.
Oh, well, mine's just, you know me. And then right here, this is the new King's Ride Out Shop, or Ride Shop hats that just came in. Shout out to them. I don't know what Etnies these are, but shout out to Etnies. And then that's it. That's all I got for sponsors.
What's up, Jason Taylor? Well, I'll give some shout outs too since you just did it. Shout outs to Park Tool, of course, as usual. Also, Alienation on the head. And sponsor of the channel, Aces Joint Repair. For all you old people out there, this has 10 times the amount of CBD in it than any other CBD topical product that's available at 11,500 milligrams in this 3-ounce tin, which would normally be like 200 to 500 milligrams in a tin like this. And it's competitively priced. And we'll get it out of the way since Ricky's yawning at me. If you use the code BMX when you buy this stuff at the link down there, you get 25% off and you help me out.
All right. Well, fuck it. Since you're advertising, this is my deodorant sponsor from The Secret. I say it every single time. It's just organic material, and it's made by his wife. So if you want some good, nice, non-smelling, non-chemical, good shit for your armpits, hit it up, boys.
And when you get sore from riding, this is all natural too.
And you can smoke it, right?
No, doesn't work like that.
I serve CBD. I thought you could smoke it. So never mind. You can't smoke it, guys. Don't listen to me.
Anyways, what's going on? BMX life.
Well, I will tell you what is going to happen. And what's happening is school is back in session.
Oof.
So everybody that is still living at mom and dad's house and is in high school and middle school and elementary.
And most of the people who are watching this have kids that are going back to school.
Yes. So that means as much as it's not discussed, that hurts BMX because that means kids ain't riding bikes because they got to go to school. They're not going to be buying bikes. It's going to slow down a little bit. That turns into a little bit of toughness. Sales start slowing down for bike shops. When bike shop sales slow down, bike companies slow down. It's a never-ending cycle. Now, if you live in a place that has seasons, like you're in Ohio, right?
Yes.
I'm in New Jersey. Every BMXer knows the best season is coming, and that's banger season. For bike riders, banger season is the fall, because that means you could put long sleeve shirts on and jackets, and that's like wearing resi. So you get to wear resi material. And then the weather isn't as bad because we got humidity over here, but it's a bad time for bike shops because now bike shops have to go into the fall material. New stuff isn't
They
coming
go in their
out.
winter
Things start slowing
hours.
down. And I think with the whole Corona thing, that's all completely slowing down. So now shops got to reverse their thinking of being like, I can't get this, I can't get that. Now things are slowing down. So now I need to realize, okay, what bike companies or what companies are supporting me. So those are the people I'm going to stick with. So these are weird little material or weird little things that I know bike riders don't think about, but shop owners, and I know there's a couple dudes that work in shops here right now, understand what I'm saying. So those are the things that are going on in my mind, brother.
As he cleans his keyboard. What's up, Christopher in Australia? Or Austria? That could be a couple things.
Hell yeah, man. What do we got on here? 12 people. You know what I like about this? It's a Thursday night. It's 8 o'clock over here for us. I don't know what time it is for those guys over there. California right now, it's 5 o'clock. So
Yep.
some people could be at their boring ass job right now taking advantage of us. Oxford, I have no freaking clue in Oxford, UK, what time it is. It's probably like 6 in the morning or something weird. 2 in the morning.
They're like 5 hours ahead of us, I think.
Oh, they are?
I
So
think
they're
so.
the opposite of Hawaii.
Hot topic of the week, Galaxy Rust. Dude, I don't care what you think about anything to do with profile. That new colorway is sick.
Don't get me started on profile.
Yeah, but just look at the color. It's a cool color.
Look at the 1988 Pro Series GT. That is a fucking good color. Who cares about that color?
And that's why we love Ricky, huh?
But I'm being serious, dude. The 1988 Pro Series GT colorway, the hyper color, I know you're looking it up right now.
1988 Pro Series GT BMX.
It's like a hyper, just put the splatter colorway in.
What's the base color? Because not showing.
There's like green and black, there's black and blue, there's red and burgundy, there's pink and yellow. Oh, dude, just the colors are amazing. Okay,
They're not really any colors are showing up. There's a pink one.
I might be off by the 88. It could be
87,
86.
88 Pro Series.
I could be off by it being the Pro Series. It could be another model of the frame.
There's the purple one.
Either way, that's the best colorway I've ever seen.
Well, I'm going to show it real quick.
Hey. Keep that shit a secret, son.
What do you mean? It's no secret.
But all the old guys are loving that. Or maybe there's like 4 dudes in here that know what it is. I know CX knows it.
That's funny. Oh, I know what I did wrong. There we go. Here we go.
Don't put a picture of you with your hat off, because you look weird without a hat on.
Yeah. 6'10" in Alberta. GT Performer, that's why.
Oh, okay, it's a Performer. Whatever. Suck it.
1988 GT Performer.
Just put the splatter colorway.
The green. Ooh, the green. That's like my favorite color too.
Yeah, that right there is that's a can of worms, boys. If you're into fishing, that's a can of worms.
Bruh, there it is. Sweet.
That is the best.
What do we got here?
What's up, Kevlar?
Kevlar.
Christopher Carr.
You going to Cabda?
Mike Webb, Jason Taylor.
Mike Webb.
OG, Jacob. No, that's the wrong bike. Try again.
Whatever. It was close enough.
I am going to Cabda. I'm going to Chicago and I'm gonna obviously do New York City. I don't think we're doing New York because New York is in a few weeks, or not New York, sorry. California is in a few weeks, and we already went to California and did our shop stop already.
Mm,
So we just can't. I can't do it yet. So
GT Pro Performer.
whatever. I was close.
Either way.
What's up, Andy? Yeah. Anybody that's in the Chicago area, LA area, or the New York City, New Jersey area, go to your local bike shop and ask if you can get tickets. They're free, and you can go to the Cabda show. Some bike shops ain't gonna hook you up with this, but if you got a cool bike shop, get those tickets and go and just introduce yourself to bike companies and see what they got coming out, and just meet and greet and do the same thing that everybody likes to do, man. We all love to network, and BMX is such a huge family. So
And
if you get a
just-
chance, go do it. It's better than Interbike, because Interbike was more of like a jock fest, if you ask me, or a smoke weed fest. It was like a playground that was annoying, and it was just too much. Where this Cabda is amazing. It's really great for any bike company. And if you're a shop worker or an owner, take advantage of it. It's the greatest thing ever. And I think you should go to the one in Chicago this year, Brant.
When even is that? Oh yeah, we looked that up. It's around the time of Cornhucket.
Oh, it is, isn't it? Damn it. I need to go to that thing too. Oh, by the way, if you guys know, they're doing like a free flatland contest, video contest thing, and they're
Yup.
paying for a plane ticket and stuff.
And the winner gets $1,000.
So shout out to Nowhere BMX, and if you ride flatland, if you just ride a bike, man, make a video for it. Try to enter it. I think people are always thinking that the craziest, dopest dude's gonna win, but if you look at that company, I think it's people that like to have fun are gonna end up winning. So
Yup.
if you own a wheelbarrow, spray paint it gold and make a wheelbarrow video and send it in. I'm pretty sure you'll make it to the top 5 list.
Yeah.
I'm not a judge, but I'm telling you. I think I'm too close to you, Brant.
What's
It
up,
looks like
David
you're
Van? You
pushing
fixed it.
your
You're good now. What's up, Andy Hewitt, Karen Twins Films? I met Jay Miron when I was 15 at a meet and greet in Edmonton at United Cycle. It was pretty cool.
Holy shit.
Ooh,
I love you, Jason. That's the most amazing thing.
Ricky, give me your best meeting a pro story from before you were working at Merit.
How about you have to go before I was sponsored too, because it's like cheating once you get sponsored. Because I used to hang out with
Okay,
everybody.
fair enough.
Robbie
Before
Morales and everyone. So my best story ever is 1993. I was 11 years old, and I was at the dirt track, and they had an NBL dirt jumping contest, and they put a double there, and I was trying to learn 360s, and Joe Johnson actually was there, and Joe Johnson was just stoked that because I was a tiny kid, like that beast mode kid, that kid that's like 12.
Oh yeah,
but
yeah, I
he
know
looks
what you're
like
talking
he's like 8 or 9 because he's such a short kid.
Yeah.
I was the same size as him. Like, I didn't hit my growth spurt until I was like in senior in high school. So I was like 4'8" until I was a freshman, and then I was 5'2" until I was a senior, and then I'm whatever height now. But Joe Johnson taught me how to do a 360 on a double when I was 11 years old. And that was like, and I didn't even know who that was. That's the greatest part.
That's just sick.
I ended up telling Shad Johnson that I was like, yeah, Joe Johnson's the one that taught me how to do 360s. And he's like, do you realize who the hell that is? And I'm like a young kid at this time. I think I was like 16 or 17. I was like, nah, no clue. He's like, this guy is the person that did the first tail whip air on a vert ramp. And it's like, and it makes me laugh because when I was younger, every older dude would yell at you and be like, "You need to know this, you need to know that company and everything." And now I'm preaching and telling kids they need to know this and know that. But I was just as naive and as stupid as
That's pretty
as those
funny.
kids. So that's a great story.
I want to hear
Matt,
everyone's stories. I want to read them in the chat. OGBMX 420 said he met Jason Enns and Dave Osada when he was 13. They showed up at his local skate park. They hooked it up with a Little Devil sticker pack.
Man, all these dudes meeting all these Canadians. I'm so goddamn
Well, they're
jealous.
from Canada. Of course,
I don't
that's
give a
what's going
shit.
to happen.
Cheater. Thanks, Kevlar. I feel like all the people that I've ever met are always the guys I never knew who they were, and then after I figured out who they were, made it better. So like
That's
if I
cool.
know the pro, it's not as exciting, I guess, if that makes sense. Because you already know everything about him and stuff.
Yeah.
So just like, I don't want to be like sucking this dude's dong because it's this guy. You know? Like when
Yeah.
have you been around Van Homan?
Once.
Okay, so did you ride with him?
No, he wasn't riding.
Oh, like, I was riding with Van Homan and like I'm like, oh, I'm riding with Van Homan. But I had to like forget I was riding with Van Homan because it was like I know who this is, so I don't want to just get all starstruck. So I was like,
Yeah.
it's just Van Homan. But then Christopher was there and I'm like, ah!
You know who I got to meet a couple weekends ago?
Who?
Derek Nelson.
No, dude, that guy is a fucking god.
We rode together too.
Yo, that dude's got some bunny hop. That guy's got a bunny hop muscle that is scary.
That's because he used to ride bikes that were 80 pounds. Derek Nelson is a freaking G.
Oh, wow. CX4130 said he went and picked up a random friend and saw Bill Nitschke, which is one of the greatest flatland riders. That's amazing.
That's funny. I see Bill Nitschke randomly at Rays quite a bit.
Okay, so for you, that's just like, yeah.
I meet DMC at Malali and the GT team at 50-50. That's sweet. Dude, I want to say more about the Derek Nelson thing. Do you know who Brad Gibbs is? You follow him on Instagram?
Of course I do. Come on. Who do you, don't act like I don't know almost everybody because I'm a whore.
Where's he from?
Huh?
Where's he from?
I don't give a shit where he's from. I just know him.
You know who Brad Gibbs is?
Yes. Didn't he ride for not Metal? Who did he ride for? Is he not St. Louis? Is he from Louisville?
You're way off.
I know who he is. No, wait. Brad. He's
younger.
the UK kid. Is he? No.
He's literally from Pittsburgh.
Who's the dude that rode for not We the People?
He rides for work.
Hold on. There's another dude that has that name. All right, never mind. Fuck this. I quit. I'm over it.
Well,
anyway.
I just wondered if you had seen his backyard ramp.
I need to see what this kid looks like because now it's upsetting me. Was he an old school pro?
No, he's like my age or younger.
Never mind. I'm thinking of someone else.
Let me find a picture of his spine if he has it posted.
This is bugging me. Now
Look at his backyard ramp. That's his spine. It is the most gnarly 3.5-foot spine that's ever existed. This is also a shout out to Brad Gibbs because Brad Gibbs rules. But that's the setup that I rode with Derek Nelson.
That's amazing.
It was the gnarliest, tightest backyard setup that has ever existed. Not really, but like, it was gnarly. You're not late to the party, Travis. We've only been going for 20 minutes.
All right, this is bugging me. Who am I thinking's name? See, I hate this. It's not Gibbs. Who's the kid that rode for, was it FBM? Was it We the People?
I have no idea who you're talking about. Maybe somebody in the chat knows. Ricky's thinking of Gibbs, the Gibbs from the Bee Gees.
No, fuck off, whoever that was. Hold on. Now my brain's gonna hurt. See, my brain thought of something
Barry
else.
Gibbs.
Huh?
Barry Gibbs.
That one of the brothers from the
I don't know.
Bee Gees. Hold on. Portland,
Back in '04 at the UGP Roots Jam, I saw a hot girl and turned to a bud and then said, "Damn, that girl is hot AF." Then Gary Young came up and said that's his girlfriend. Well, hearing the story of how Morgan Wade and his wife met was pretty funny because she rode BMX.
Yeah.
Yeah, she made that chick flick video.
No clue.
Ricky
No,
is.
I'm pissed off. Now I'm stuck.
We got to
because
help
I
Ricky
can't-
figure out who he's talking about. Rob Tibbs.
No, Rob Tibbs rode for Kink, not Rob Tibbs. Did the 900 at the FBM ghetto thing. I'm thinking of the kid did like a lot of hang five things. He was
He did a
staying
900?
Marcus. Is it Marcus Gibbs? He's from like Germany.
Wait, are you saying someone who did a 900 at a ghetto jam?
Yes, Rob Tibbs did a 900 at the ghetto
Oh,
jam.
okay. I thought you were talking about the person you're trying to figure
No,
out.
no. The person I'm thinking of, is it Marcus? Is it? God damn it! He rode for We the People in 2007.
Only time I got starstruck was meeting Ron Wilkerson and Kevin Jones.
Weird. I got starstruck by Ron Wilkerson when I jumped when I did a bike show with him in 1990.
Rob Tibbs?
Or 95. Not Rob Tibbs. It's not a Rob Tibbs. I'm probably way off on the name. Now it's bugging the shit out of me. And
Marcus
I won't
Wilkie.
let it go. Marcus Wilkie is amazing, but no. I'm looking up We the People team riders, but it just comes up with looking at that dude with those hideous handlebars.
I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, Dan
I'm talking
Crook.
about Dan Crook's dumb handlebars, but I'm not looking for
Mad
new
Max.
riders. Huh?
Mad Max.
No, that's Max Gerb. No. Give me another person from We the People back in the day. All right, fuck this. I'm gonna have to go to something else. Let me see.
We have to help Ricky solve this mystery.
Well, it's bugging me now. Now I'm having a heart attack. Son of a bitch.
I'm gonna try and help you. We the People. We the People.
I got you. Hold on.
Glenn Danzig.
No, come on. I said it's something with Gibbs or something with.
Met Rick Thorne doing his show X2 Day back in the early 2000s and cut a promo for it with him. That's pretty cool. What about Brandon? Is it Brandon Began?
Ew, come on now. Brandon Began wasn't even alive when I'm thinking of this person. Like Brandon Began's too young.
I'm trying here, man. I got nothing for you.
That's funny. Brandon Began was on We the People at one time.
That
and it
is
ain't
funny.
Mike Brennan, because Mike Brennan was on We the People.
I'm working on it.
Oh, God damn it. Come on.
All I can see is people's bikes. Jeff Mead. Jeff Mead can help you. Give him the rundown.
Jeff Mead better hurry up and get it right, because I'm getting up.
He's just got here, so you got to give him the rundown of what you're trying to figure out.
Hold on.
That doesn't help.
Oh, I'm going to figure it out.
How?
Just trust me, I'm a whore. I got it. Yo, did you know Adam Batten was on We the People at one time?
Coleslaw.
I think the guy I was thinking for I thought he rode for We the People.
Jeff, he's trying to figure out someone whose name sounds like Brad Gibbs from We the People from mid 2000s, supposedly.
All right, I'm getting upset now because this never happens to me.
Well, it's happening right now. Dave Wardell. I got nothing.
Daniel Randall's amazing, though. God, I love that guy. He was so good.
Hopefully Jeff can get this for you, because I got zero.
All right, well, keep asking people questions and doing whatever you're doing.
Ricky's like, I'm checking out until I figure this out. Kevin
I can't
Fletcher.
get past it. I'm so upset right now. No, I don't want Miracle. Nobody cares.
Randy Taylor.
No.
I got nothing.
I know.
Guys, we need to help Ricky figure out who he's talking about. Grot bags.
What did you say?
I'm just reading the names that people put in the comments, dude. Because there's no way. It's just a random dude from 10 years ago or 15 years ago.
Yo, I thought it was metal bikes. Here, I want to do something that'll make me laugh more than anything.
What's that? Randy Savage.
I want to see if any of these dudes on here are really good at history stuff. Let me see if I can get this stuff up. All right, you know how we used to play trivia things? Does anybody know who wanted to start metal bikes? What 3 people were going to work together to start metal bikes?
Oh gosh. I can't help here. I got nothing. Is Ricky frozen? Least I've ever seen him move ever.
No, it's because I'm stuck in the middle of trying to figure something out.
Well, help us. Talk us through it. What do you think?
Know if we're in real time. I don't know if we're in real time right now, but I'm so stuck in what my mind's working at. All right, anyway, I don't know.
You still need to move further over.
Me? What way?
Right there. You tilted it up too far.
All right, hold on. How about now?
You didn't tilt it down at all.
Yo, yeah, so Jason Taylor's on the right thing. Zach from Kink and Brian Castillo and Jimmy Levan were supposed to all start metal bikes. And then it didn't come to light because of, well, I know the backstory of it, which makes me laugh.
Max Geertog. Geerting.
It isn't Max Geertog that I was looking for. The kid that I'm looking for is, maybe he was on United. I can't remember where he was from, but it's something Gibbs or Gribbs or Grobs or something.
Oh, here we go.
And Kevin Jackson, you're wrong. It's not Burns for metal.
C. Gibbs?
No. Either way, I give up because I can't think of the kid's name now. Now it's just
Clint Gibbs.
I think it's Grubbs. It's literally Grubbs. There's a pro that's named Grubbs, and he's from the UK, but I cannot remember his name. And I swear he was on We the People. I don't know if he was on United. I doubt he was on Fit. I rode with him a couple times. I just can't. I hate this. I quit. I don't like BMX anymore. Ryan Metro is amazing.
Randy Metro. Huffy had their team at our local track, and Nastasio gave me my first 5 Red Bulls and had a Red Bull addiction since.
How black are your teeth? Love Machine BMX 54.
This is funny.
Dude, drinking Red Bull is ugh.
Not good for you?
Yeah, we had a Red Bull sponsored the Merritt Warehouse for a couple years, and we had cases upon cases upon cases, and everybody died. Because it's like when you have unlimited Red Bull, it's not good for your health, your life, or anything.
Probably not. Sounds like it'd be terrible.
Ugh. Yeah.
For anyone who's just now coming in here, we want to hear your guys' best meeting a pro story. I want to hear Jeff Meads.
What's your best story?
Marcus Grubbs, where's my prize, Ricky?
Thank you. That's what I was saying. I thought it was Grubbs. That's who I thought you were saying. But I knew it was someone. What team did he ride for? Was it We the People?
You know who got that right?
Yeah, it's OG BMX 420.
He's the one who won our history lesson contest.
Yeah, that's because he's cheating, and I know where he's going, but I'm not going to say where he's going. I know exactly what he's doing. He acts like he doesn't do the same thing I do.
Funny. I want to hear more people's meeting a pro story.
I want yours. Okay, how about this one? How about, I'm going to turn this into the weirdest one. Tell me the oddest
The oddest?
situation of a pro that you met where you either felt embarrassed, you felt like they snub-nosed you, or they ignored you, or they pro'd you. Or you went to the skate park and they ignored you. Give me a pro where you just felt vibes from. Nobody does this. Everyone says happiness. There needs to be more negativity in BMX. Who was the least nicest pro that you've ever met to you?
I'm trying to think.
And I can't hold it against a person because some BMXers meet so many people, they can't please everyone, and you don't know you don't know the feelings they have or what situation it is. But just tell me a pro where you were like, oh God.
Well, and
Like,
you never know what type of mood somebody's in when you're
no, I
meeting
know
them
that,
too.
but just it doesn't matter. Let's just say your feelings mean
I'm
more.
trying to think. I like blocked out any of those negative experiences if I ever had them. First time I met Mulville, he did the bracelet joke. I don't know what that is.
Nor do I, but it sounds good. That's funny. Castillo riding by himself. It's so true.
Man, I can't think of anyone that was like, or any situation that was like bad.
I'll give you one, but it was kind of recent.
What's that?
The first time I met Chad Curley, he heard me talking, looked at me, and then just turned around and left.
That's funny.
And I was just like, what did I do or what did I say?
Never met any pros in my life. The Netherlands is the least visited by BMX pros, so that says enough.
Not missing anything.
Jeff, I want your story, not just people you've met. Man, see, the thing is, like, I didn't know who anyone was until after I started like having videos put out there. So like, Lip Lords blew up, and then I started meeting people. So it was like I didn't meet too many pros at the time where like there wasn't something already out there to like talk about and that they might have seen. I'm trying to think. I don't have any weird stories or whatever.
Really?
I'm thinking. I can't think. Victoria needs to be around. She'd probably remember.
Yeah, but you sit at that dumb indoor skate park all damn day. You're telling me there isn't one of those snub-nosed skate park rats that are pros that come in there that have a helmet on with tight girl pants and no pegs and do the same tricks all day long? It's amazing. But you're telling me not one of those dudes snub-nosed you? Do I got to start airing out names for you to be like, oh yeah, that guy snub-nosed me?
I mean, you can if you want to. I just don't.
No, I'm not going to do it, but I'm saying you go to that skate park all day long. There's no way in the world you didn't see someone. And obviously, this is like the worst topic to start with, but I always just think it's funny. So Rax, the Great, we're going to update the website, but we're not going to update the parts and things on the website because we want to get all of our parts to the bike shop direct. We want all the bike shops and everything to have the product before we sell anything on our website. So when we get that all fixed and finished, we will have a couple things on there, but I want to support the local bike shop and support the local scene. So if there's anything that you want that we have, hit up your local bike shop. And I know that everyone says the same shit to me. Oh, well, my bike shop doesn't support me. That's because you don't support them. And I know you're going to come back and say, oh, well, they're a douchebag to me. Well, you have to remember, if you just say, hey, Mr. Tight Pants Road Bikey, I know you don't like BMX, but I want to buy this. Then they'll be like, oh, okay, I'll buy that for you. And Rax, I know that most people won't talk this way or act this way, but I literally really want to support bike shops more than I want to support myself direct. Like, I just don't need to do that. I need to support you guys by supporting the scene and supporting the bike shop. And I love bike shops, plain and simple. That's it. Anybody hungry? You guys want something?
Cody Toll, he asked me how my bike bag is, the Odyssey one. I think it's good. It's the only one I've ever used, so I don't have any frame of reference whatsoever. I would say you're definitely going to want to do that pool noodle thing that I do if you care about your bike at all. Because if you don't put stuff in there to keep your bike from jiggling around and scratching itself and getting scratched by other things, the people who work at the airlines don't care. So it's going to get messed up in the flight.
Hell yeah, Kevin Jackson. Support Andrew at Meserole. So if you're in New York City, hit up Meserole Bike Shop, man. Andrew's killing it over there.
Yeah. The other thing about that bike bag is that you don't have to take the rear wheel off. You can keep your chain and everything good the whole time.
My complaint with the DK bike bag is the so it comes with like this liner, and then it comes with like this like two straps, but the plastic on the straps snaps every time, and then the
Gotcha.
outside straps of the bag snaps, and the holes, it rips holes in them so easy, and I feel like nobody thinks that's a golf bag anymore.
Yeah. Well, I feel like nobody
straight
really
doesn't
cares
work.
anyways. Like, every time I've ever flown, no one has ever once asked me what was in my bag. They just check it, put it on the thing, as long as it weighs under the weight limit, and it's done.
Hell yeah, Cody. We reply to everything.
Yeah, we try to anyway. We don't have 1,000 people in here, so it's easy to reply to as many people as possible.
Yeah, but I'll be honest with you, if we had 1,000 people in here, we would still try to do the same thing because we know where we came from. Like, I know that this isn't my channel, but I know this live chat shit we've done this work together.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I mean? So like I know what it's like to be the other guy in the chat and trying to talk to people. So yeah.
Yup. Is Mark Burnett sponsored by Mestral? Why doesn't Mark Burnett have a bike sponsor right now? Ricky's all quiet. Jacob gets it right. Burnett is so good. He is seriously so good. Is it by choice? Airbag fund. The airbag fund got my iPhone for me so I can make better videos.
I plead the fifth on the conversation, so
Just say if it's by choice or not.
how about I just say and wait for the news? How about that?
That's fine. He rides for merit now. That's not a bike sponsor though.
I think Mark Burnett, if I have to speak for him, I think he is the first pro rider that does things on his own and the way that he wants, and he uses his own brain and doesn't use the idea that just because I'm a good bike rider, I have to bend to what anybody wants me to do.
That's literally, I'm not a pro, but that's literally what I do.
I think when you're so good, but you started out as a pro when you were like 14, it's really hard for, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
His knowledge, yo, 1999. Oh, that's 9.99. Hell yeah, you're the best.
Oh, that's $9.99. Thank you, 20 grip.
Cody, thanks, brother. I appreciate it. Let me see what else.
Van fund.
Oh,
It
dude,
is the
imagine
van
if we
fund.
went there. Worst meeting with Scotty Cramner at the Mission Skate Park. Asked the guy if it was okay to clear cut across. It wasn't clear, and he ran into me and went off. LOL.
Oops.
Orange Blue says, I got a question for you guys. How much does a pro get for each of his signature frames sold?
My knowledge on this subject is like less than $15.
I'll be very honest with you. So obviously I know the answers, but it's not my job to tell every sponsor or tell every company. My thing is, it depends on what bike company you work for and your negotiation skills. So if you understand a way of talking to the company that you work for and you know how to negotiate and sell yourself, you're going to get a better deal. But if you're not smart enough to understand what your worth is, you're going to get a worse deal. And I think a lot of people in the BMX industry sell themselves short, or they think they're worth more than what they're worth. Because I'll be very honest with you, it takes everybody to come together to make a company sell. It's not just because you're good on your bike that things are going to sell. So guys will get into a situation and they'll think they're worth more than what they're actually worth. And just because your name's so big, and this is my example. If because you're the greatest rider in the world, all your bikes should sell, then Fiend BMX should be the biggest bike company in the world, and it's not the biggest bike company in the world. So the idea of getting a lot of money and making high amount of money because of who your name and what you are isn't the way it goes. It all depends on the bike company. So I always tell everybody, number one, use your voice. The worst thing that can happen in your life is the word no. So if you ever see somebody and you just want to ask something, say it. Because 99% of the time, you're never going to see that person again. And 99% of the time, who gives a shit? Number two, if you're going to work with a bike company, work with a bike company that doesn't have a team that's so stacked. Because that team's too busy trying to take care of all those dudes that are on there. For instance, Colt. Colt has so many goddamn riders on there with so many frames. I can't even imagine what the deals are there. But take Volume. Volume's got like 4 dudes on the team. So my point is if you're going to work with a team or you're going to do something, it's easier when the team isn't as stacked and you're good at negotiating and selling yourself. And this even goes if you ride for Nowhere BMX, if you ride for the company I ride for, Medieval Bikes. Those smaller companies are going to work with you more because it's easier and convenient for them. Now, when you ask what the prices are, it's all negotiable. It just depends. But I'll be very honest with you, the margins are shit stains. So, you
Less than $15.
nah. I mean, you could get higher than that, but it'll never happen again. You have to work at a corporation to get that. If it's not a corporate company, you won't get that price. But here's the other thing. Go to McDonald's and get a fucking job and you'll make more than 90% of BMXers.
Literally. Not even a joke. That's real. Like, I had a kid leave a comment on, I don't know what video it was on, but he said, I just want to be sponsored because I'm 15 and I'm starting to do crazy stuff and I want to make a career out of this. And I'm like, oh, I don't want to be the one to break it to you that if you make a career out of it, you're not going to make very much money. Mulville used to bring a backpack full of hubs to what? I can't say that out loud.
Whoever this Love Machine BMX is, 54, I don't know who this is, but I honestly feel like he works at a bike company.
Yeah. Maybe. Don't quit your day job, boys. I mean, that's real life.
Yeah, but he's also talking about, this could be 2 things. Don't quit your day job, boys, or the BMX video, don't quit your day job, boys. All the dudes that were on there, Joe Tissio, Ralph Sinisi, dude, there were so many good dudes on that. George. Oh my God, I just got excited by Don't Quit Your Day Job. Oh,
There you go.
Bob Skirbo. Oh God.
Get a job and career that can pay for your riding. I've worked the last 14 years in a hospital that gave me money yearly to spend on bikes for health spending account. That's interesting. I don't know.
Yeah, man. I mean, here's an idea that nobody thinks about, and I say it all the time, but get a job at your local bike shop and the benefits that you can get from working at a local bike shop are 20 times better than trying to do the sponsor me tape and go that route. Because number one, a sales rep calls every single day from every single bike company. And if you work at that bike shop, you're going to start meeting the guys that are inside the industry. And it isn't the riders you need to meet if you want to get inside the industry. It's the owners, the guys that work at the warehouse, the designers, the the owners, even the janitor that probably works at Full Circle or for a full factory could get you a better chance of you getting something and getting on Sunday than you just being a good bike rider. Because to be honest with you, there's a fucking million good bike riders right now.
True.
I can go on Instagram and every kid can do a bunny hop 180 whip.
Some of them can, that's for sure. There's 41 people in here. Hot damn. Thanks,
Dude,
people.
They're all on marijuana, bro.
Someone put the 100 emoji. There's not 100 people in here yet.
Yo, how nuts. What's the most we've ever had? Close to 60, right?
Somewhere in the 50, 60 area. When I gave that bike away, there was like 200 people in here.
Yeah, but that's cheating because those fucks were trying to get a free bike.
What opportunities are there for engineers in the BMX or bike industry in general? I've always felt that was a pretty closed group. The thing about that I feel is that the people who are the engineers at companies are already in their spots. Like, how many companies are looking for another engineer?
All of them. Every single bike company wants them. 100 of them.
Really?
Guess what? Yes. Guess how many of those dudes show up every year? I told you the last conversation we had. Every 10 years, one good one comes out of the woodwork.
Yeah.
Every bike company needs one. So all you guys go out and become a goddamn fucking, what's the real word for it?
Mechanical engineer?
Yeah, a designer.
Product designer. That's interesting.
Every single person. Think about it. Look at how old Jim Bauer is now. He's in his 40s. Think about George French, or French George, or whatever his name is. He's probably almost in his 50s. Look at Steve Budnick. Look at all these dudes that are...
Well, I mean, being an engineer means that you can be in it forever. Filmers and photographers. Photographers not as much as filmers anymore because how many people are taking pictures for money anymore?
I feel like that gap is taken away because anyone can do anything with a cell phone.
Yeah.
You got to be... A company making a budget to hire somebody to do photo and photography is insane. And they got to pull numbers that are ridiculous because doing a salary for that, it just makes no sense. I'm telling you 100%, if you want to make it in the BMX industry, go work at a bike shop.
That's true.
I'm going to call the bike shop. We're going to have a conversation. You're going to be like, yo, Ricky, what about this? And eventually you're going to get free tires and pedals and grips. And you're going to be like, oh, I just talked to the dudes over at Stolen. I just talked to Volume. I just talked to Fit. I just talked to Subrosa. And guess what? Somebody gives you a frame, and then one thing leads to another, and then you do a half cab to face plant, and you become a pro, and your name's Brandon Began. Because Brandon Began started at a bike shop and moved his way up. I'm telling you, the cheat move, if you want to become a pro, start from a bike shop. Support your local scene.
Good thing to bring up here. Jason Taylor said, I feel like stunt show company jobs don't get talked about much in BMX. Curious if many bike companies work with show teams. There's a lot of stunt show teams out there and people who are making money and supporting themselves with a 30-minute BMX show 3 times a day when they are actually like there between the traveling and all of that stuff.
Yeah, that market, by selling that to a bike shop, doesn't work anymore. GT, Redline, 2 Hip, Mongoose, Schwinn, those used to work with bike shops, but nobody can afford a $2,500 30-minute bike show.
Right.
So it has to be a fairgrounds. It has to be an arena show, a football, basketball.
Some kind of event, a school.
I like the idea, but as working at a bike company, you don't have actual riders that can sustain that type of schedule and that you can work with that don't get hurt. It's usually all the X gamey guys that don't make the X games that work perfect for that. So it's guys that just have tricks on point, and they're guys that the money in it is actually really good. I've done
Oh,
a few
yeah.
shows,
It is.
but getting hurt is the worst at that. Doing school shows is the
Yeah,
worst.
schools do them a lot. That's a good point, though. Not a lot of people talk about the stunt show aspect of BMX. It can be
We
good.
need to get Mike Spinner on here, or we need to get Micah on here.
Micah might do it. Mike Spinner might be a stretch to make happen.
No, Mike Bar Spinner. I'm sorry. Not Bar Spiniak. What the hell's his name? Help me out, Bar Spiniak. What's his real name?
What the hell are you talking about?
Bar Spiniak owns his. There's a guy that used to do triple, quadruple
Talking
bar
about
spin.
Billy Beeble?
No, I'm talking about Bar Spinner. But help me out.
Backflip Billy?
What?
Backflip Billy? Whatever his name is.
No, help me out. What's his name? Bar Spiniak owns his Ryan. His name's Ryan. Ryan Bar Spiniak.
I don't know
Look him
anyone.
up. No. He has a bike show, and it's in the West Coast. See, CX right. It's what the fuck is it called? He was a dirt rider. Yes.
What is a mongoose barspiniak?
Hey, you're welcome, Sequin BMX. I appreciate the support, brother.
Bar spinner Ryan?
Yes. Now look up his bike show stunt team. He's got a lot of people that do it, man. He's got the craziest people that do it for him, too.
Yep, it's not coming up.
All right, suck my ass, but I know it is.
Chris
Ryan,
Duncan?
yeah, there it is. Ryan Barspinner Brennan.
Maybe somebody can find it. Rod
There
Nolly
it is.
has
Team
one.
Soil. Team Soil.
Got it. Okay. Anyways, there's a lot of them. Division stunt team for Micah.
I like how you're just like, got it. We get the point. I'm sorry, I get stuck. I'm like on the right idea, but I just get stuck with names.
Used to prank call bike companies when I worked at my shop. Chris Moeller didn't like it too much.
Yeah, but Chris Muller used to prank everybody else because
Dude.
he had Sean McKinney and everybody working there.
I read he posted that thing asking for suggestions on throwback shirts to bring back. I zoomed in on it and read the pages on that. The one at the bottom was a story about how Moeller and Dan's Comp were at a race together and they were both selling shirts. And so I don't know if it meant that Dan's was selling S&M shirts or not, but Dan's was selling them for $5. So Moeller was giving kids money to go buy these shirts for him, and then he sent them back to Dan's in the next order because he paid more than that to have them made. So he just bought all these shirts that he already had made for less than he paid. Yeah, awesome.
Oh my God. Yeah, man. I know that everything I keep talking about leads right back to bike shops, but I'm telling you, it's the ticket. If you want to be sponsored, the ticket is 100% working through a bike shop. Look at you. Look at the things you've gotten from Brimstone, that have helped you. Look where I am.
I'm gonna go to when you go. Let's see if it's still on here. When you go to S&M's website and right here, if you click on sponsorship on S&M's website, it says right here, sponsorship at S&M is a family affair. If you suspect you've got a little mad dog in you, hit up your local bike shop and have them send us a DNA sample. I feel like their sponsorship page is the best out of any BMX one.
I feel like Elby's is the greatest thing ever. You can pay $500 to have one of their pros come to your fucking local bike shop or your local scene and hang out with you and spend a night at your house, which sounds creepy, but I don't know if they still do it. Go to Elby's and you can buy pros to come to your house. They used to
Where
sell
would that even be?
Dan Bogard that used to ride for Kink. You used to be able to buy him so you could hang out with him.
Yeah,
Watch,
but
look
where
up.
would you find that on their website?
Miscellaneous. They sell plungers. You can buy a plunger.
Oh, I
on
know.
there.
I talked to Flip about the plunger on one of these live streams.
Yeah, well, you can buy Dan Bogard and he'll come to your house. You used to be able to buy David Grant. You used to be able to buy Daniel Dares. You used to be able to buy anybody off that was on their team.
Daniel
back
Dare's
in the day.
price went up. It's
But
not on
imagine
here.
that. Did you find it?
No, it's not on here. They still have the plunger. Literally, Flip said that if that they go to the hardware store and buy a bunch of plungers and sign them, and people actually buy them.
Empire used to do it too. Oh, Empire. Maybe I was wrong. Go to Empire. It was Empire that did it.
Oh, okay. Maybe it was Empire. Empire BMX.
Hell yeah, Jason.
So where would I find that at?
Just go on there and you can buy Dan Bogard. You can buy people and they'll send them to you.
I'm looking.
Look in miscellaneous.
Waylon hair. They don't have it in the hair or in the miscellaneous.
All you gotta do to buy me, Palsy, is you just gotta buy me a plane ticket, which I won't get on right now. But buy me a plane ticket, bring me down to your local bike shop, and we'll do a shop stop, and then we'll all hang out, and then me and you will go do bunny hop can landers to one-handed lander, no-footed lander, whatever you want to do landers, my friend.
Why won't you get on a plane right now?
I fucking Corona. I'm not going
Oh.
near shit.
How'd you get to California?
I fucking walked. I teleported.
Oh, okay. That's funny.
We can talk about Corona right now because everybody's obsessed. Everyone's a professional Taliban talker right now. So
Well, there
gives a
goes
shit
this
about
live
Corona.
stream. See you later, guys.
Human trick trafficking. That's awesome.
Yep, all these keywords that are getting brought up here. We're about to get shut down.
If you know what, if you put the word shit in your stories, they misuse it for shot, and then they put the COVID thing inside your
Cool.
on your stories. So, all right, I'll stop it because you're just gonna end up getting this in trouble.
Yeah. Fufanu Can Lander. That's a good one.
Dude, how do we have 36 people on here?
I don't know. They just want to listen to us talk.
We're bullshitting, bro.
Let's get a question from every single of the 36 people in here.
Cerebral palsy, come up here to New Jersey.
Or Ohio.
You can come to the Merit Warehouse.
That doesn't have ramps. You can come ride Ray's, which has a whole building full of ramps.
Yeah, you can go do that too, buddy.
Are you guys going to put ramps in a bigger warehouse one day?
No, we're growing the fuck up, all right? No more ramps. I just want to make tons of bike parts, and I want to fill it up, and I want bike shops to call me, and they can only buy everything they've ever needed. Training wheels, 12-inch tubes.
You're going to be bummed in the wintertime.
What do you mean?
Because you're not going to have somewhere to ride.
Do you know how weird I am? Do you understand? Like right here, look at this. Look at this right here. Look at how much room I have. This right here, do you know how many tricks I could do right here?
Probably about 4.
I got a pole. Look at this pole. I could do so many tricks with this pole.
I'm literally taking you guys along while I take my child on an evening walk. I'm making art and listening to the best sports radio show on the web.
Hell yeah.
Thanks, Sean. Thanks, Travis.
You're the man, Jacob. Go ahead and buy me a ticket, brother. I don't know if I was supposed to be. Yo, this is what's crazy. I was supposed to go to the Santa Cruz Ride Out, which is a bike life thing. I had my ticket and everywhere to go, but I'm not going when there's 5,000 to 6,000 dudes that are going to take over California on this bike ride.
Why not?
It's 6,000 freaking crazy. Do you know how much marijuana smoke that is? I'll be floating in the cloud. Dude, I do not want to be with that many BMXers and bike riders. I just can't do it.
That's funny.
Ricky has to have so much room for activities.
has so much room. Can you guys make fall come sooner so Florida trail season can start? No, because that means it's going to get cold here, and I don't want that.
Yeah. Fuck your humidity. Move from fucking Florida. That's what I would do. You know what would make me excited? If Love Machine BMX 54 was John Paul Robert. Or wait,
I know that name, but like I don't know anything about that dude.
but DM me, Ricky. I'll fly you out.
How was Dawn of the Streets? Ooh, that's a good one.
I wore a mask when I was around that many people, but I stayed in the back. Like the people from Costa Rica flew out and were staying with me, and we had Jack from California. So we had a lot of distros and bike shops come. I wanted to hang out with them and let them see New York City for the first time. And I'm not going to go out and kill myself because I don't have the ability to ride like those guys. Like that was for, you know, all those pros and people to do that. I wanted to experience the people in the back end of it. I wanted to hang out with the guys. I don't know. You want my honest opinion? Because I don't lie. Did you have fun? No, it sucked. I'm not into certain things. So I got lost the whole fucking time.
That's why it sucked.
Yeah, and I just don't like New York City. So for me, I had more fun riding a little tiny bench with, like, you know, the kids. That was fun for me. The whole pro thing is never fun for me.
That's funny.
Because I'm not as good as those guys. I appreciate everything they did. Good job, but it's not for me. I care about riding a sidewalk with the kids and hanging out.
I want to have a pro street jam one day with $5,000 on the line and just take people only to the like impossible spots in the city. The stuff that like is just so straight up insane.
I don't even know, like, I would love, if I ran, I wouldn't call it the dawn of the streets. I don't even know what I would do. I swear if I ran a contest, 6 people would come, and the ideas that I would have, it would be like inviting Tate Ross Kelly and watching Tate Ross Kelly ride, and Mike Mastroni. What are you doing?
Nothing.
Picking my nose? Yeah, I don't know. I can't, I'm just not into it. I will say this, Black Man was a fucking animal. The over 50-50 he did on the 20 stair handrail was bananas.
He pulled it?
Yeah.
Dang.
First trick. And he was going to 360 that 20 set. That would have blew in my mind if he would have did it. But it was just gnarly.
Huh. Well, that's cool.
Yeah, but you might as well just call the Dawn of the Streets, the Matt Ray and
Brock
Rayford show, because those two just went ham all fucking day long. It was insane.
G'day, guys. Summer isn't far away down here in Tasmania. It never gets humid. Check out Goliath Park Pump Track. I moved from Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Oh, that's the second person. Moved to Colorado, loving all the sun and way more parks/spots/trails compared to Wisconsin. Dude, I would love to be able to just like, oh, it's winter here. Guess I'm going to Australia for 6 months. Coming back whenever it's summer here now.
If you were a street rider, it would suck because it seems like every place lands in the grass. They're like, oh, the best handrail in the world.
About that.
Grass. Ledge, grass.
Don't care.
Bathroom, grass. Sleep, grass. Everything is grass.
Hoder wrecked his foot on a peg. Yeah, what happened to Hoder? I saw stories with him hurt.
Because stupid people were walking away and he tried to dodge him, and a kid, when he went to dodge a person he almost hit, a kid walked by with his bike and he caught his ankle right off of the peg and it cut his whole leg open.
Ooh, that sucks. That sucks a lot. I've met a pretty group I've met a pretty group of old school and new school riders, but my most memorable experience was when I met Ricky. I was fresh and eager to learn about BMX after I had moved to Montana. I would hear people talk about him and his weird and wild tricks, and I was so fascinated that someone could do whatever they wanted and it was cool. One day I met him randomly at a jam.
Hey, what jam were you at? What bike are you riding? What's your name? And I love you.
Thanks for keeping me and others stoked on BMX. You're the man. Someone needs to make an all grass edit. Derek
already been
Nelson made an all woods edit.
And a water edit. He made an edit where he's walking in the water and playing in the water. Also, Dennis Anderson, didn't he land in grass on an edit? Him and somebody else made a grass edit
I don't
to
know.
tease Rodeo Peanut.
I don't know. We don't have anything like Ray's, Kevin Jackson.
All right, Jackson or Jacob. Jacob,
Thanks
keep
for
doing
hanging out,
yo,
Jacob.
Dude, Jacob did a rocket manual on a flat rail, but a round flat rail.
That's
I'm
sick.
impressed. Yeah. Anyway,
I was working at a bar and Levan brought all the X Games competitors in. That would be sick.
Jesus, you're gonna hear and see some things that you never thought was gonna happen.
No doubt about that. Oh,
It's
man.
funny that
What?
when people say like grass, I love people that violate rules. There is no rules in BMX, but I like when people go against the grain. Like, you know how Zach Gerber is very serious when he talks because he loves BMX so much, but he's very aggressive with it.
Mm-hmm.
And he like anytime that I try to like give him props or I do something, he's usually like apprehensive or it's just like he won't ping pong talk with me. He'll just kind of like, yeah, Ricky, cool, right? But I love how he rocks the boat. I don't know Spencer Forsman, but he loves to rock the boat.
Yeah.
Sometimes we need people like that. Who's that amazing Dylan Stark? That dude can rock the boat. That guy is a pro's pro right there. Dylan Stark is fucked.
He's nuts.
He is fucked.
He's nuts. There's no doubt about it.
He ain't Hollywood, but you know.
He ain't what?
Hollywood is so goddamn underrated. Dude, that guy is amazing.
Dude, he's literally just done it all. Like, he rode for Schwinn.
Has Hollywood ever tried to do the ice pick the decade?
I don't have any idea.
Can you do decades yet?
I can do them on flat ground, yeah.
Can you please do ice pick to decades?
It's freaking hard. I've tried it a lot.
Have you?
Yeah, a lot. It's really hard.
Well, I want to see it. That's why I'm asking. You just have to do the drop. Like, you just got to watch Dave Osato from his basic edit in 1994 and just do the ice pick and just drop it.
Every time I've ever tried it, my peg just slips off before I'm ready for any of it and fall.
You were right. I like Stark, I like Gerber, and I like Spencer. I like them for a lot of things. I do like people that are opinionated and that don't change their opinion. For some reason, I feel like there's people out there that say things and you've been thinking it your whole life. You just don't have the balls to say it. And yes, sometimes it's against the grain and sometimes it's not good. But every once in a while, you'll see somebody say something and you're like, fuck, I should have thought of that. Like Corey, who's that? Corey Wagowski or whatever not?
Yeah.
That dude's against the grain too, man. Like, he is amazing. Like, everybody told me that he was like short, like not, he's a big dude, but I mean like short in the way he talks to people, but that's just like, he wants to do his own thing, and I've gone out with him when he goes filming, and dude, that fucking dude can go out for 30 minutes and film a 4-minute video part if he wants.
He's one of those kind of people who can just do anything they want to.
I hate those people, though. I'm so jealous.
That's funny.
Rocky Pond.
Dylan Stark is one of the best all-around riders, all the disciplines. Just as good as any other pro mountain bike rider, too. He's really, really insane. That is.
I shook his hand and told him I was proud of him, man. I said, you know, he got blacklisted for whatever he did when he was a younger kid and he didn't understand. And in BMX, once you're blacklisted, you're fucked. Like, people just don't forget that one mistake you made. And you got to remember, people make mistakes. I make mistakes. I recently did it 2 weeks ago and shit talked on somebody on Instagram, and they called me and they punked me, and I deserved it. And I don't need to say names or do nothing, but I'm at fault for it too. I'm going to be 39 years old in 3 weeks.
That's what's missing from BMX is you got all these people who talk shit on the internet, but no one says anything to them about it.
This person called me and punked me on Facebook, and I was totally wrong, and I admit my fault, and I apologize, and I told him, and he's mad at me and doesn't like me anymore. But those are the faults and the things that I get because I'm very opinionated, and yeah, I do make mistakes. Sometimes my mouth doesn't cash the checks that you know what I mean? And I deserve it sometimes. But
yeah,
at the same time, people do that, man. Like, now, there's a lot of BMXers I know that make the same mistake over and over, and it's on purpose. And those people deserve to be blacklisted. But there's a lot of riders that were young kids that made mistakes, and they get a better chance now. Now, I don't need to say the mistakes that Dylan Stark did. I don't need to say the mistakes that I know like 20 dudes, and a majority of those 20 dudes are all sponsored now. They're all big, huge name pros, but they were young kids and they did things that were stupid. The same as me. For instance, I rode for Amity Bikes. It's a bike company in the middle of nowhere, UK, and they took a chance and we did a trip. And I had a problem with the person and some shit happened and I quit the team on a trip. Now, I fucked that place over. David Grant had to drive the van back to San Diego. I ruined it for that team. And no matter how much apologizing I do to the owner of Amity and Mafia Bikes, I can never make up for what I did. And I feel guilty for those things, but I didn't, I'm older and I'm smarter to realize, like, hey, this is a business. So sometimes people could do stupid shit.
Every single person has made a mistake. It just might not have been with the right person to get them blacklisted. There's nobody out there who's perfect.
Oh shit, dude! I forgot I even bought this thing, bro.
What even is that?
Who gives a shit? I'm eating it.
Okay.
Anyway, horrible topic to talk about. I know that, like, talking about blacklisted and doing things can be negative, but at the same time, there's things to learn from it. I'm not the smartest guy. I don't know everything in the world. I just know things from being in the industry and hanging out with dudes and people tell me things. But I'm not going to hold it against people. At the end of the day, bike companies are businesses. And they got to make money to survive. But the one thing I do have to publicly say to every bike company that's out there is you got to remember, the people that are making you who you are today is bike shops. And without bike shops, we won't be where we are today. And without kids and old dudes that are like you guys supporting every bike company, but supporting your local bike shop, we can grow together as one. And I think the phone and the internet's ruined a lot of things, but I think we can still survive this direct bullshit and this everything's got to be online. Like, the kid asked me, hey, how come your online doesn't have the new merit stuff there? Well, like I said before, the blood, the life, and the spirit of of BMX is bike shops, period. And I preach it a million times, and I never change my story, and I say the same thing, and Brant Moore's yawning, and he's got a little bit of dirt in his hair, but kiss my ass. I'll say it over and over.
Here's
and
what
over.
I want you to answer this question. This is
Smoke
a pure
weed every day.
hypothetical.
Hit me. It better be a question that makes me have to think for once, not some dumb question about
What do you think?
strawberry acais.
What do you think this BMX would be like if bike shops completely disappeared off the face of the earth, and it was
Dead.
only
Dead.
why?
Dead.
Why?
Because I think bike companies forget how they got where they are today, and
I don't care about any of that. What would happen without them?
We'd have 3 bike companies left, and those 3 bike companies
I'm just making you put it in perspective, because look at every single other industry of things. Talk about, I mean, look at, I don't know, what's a random industry that's comparable?
Auto parts does something different. You can't buy direct from the auto parts place. You have to buy from a shop that sells auto parts. Let's talk about oil. You can only buy oil for a car if you buy it direct from an actual shop that sells that, which is an auto shop. Talk about car tires. You can only buy it from a car tire shop. You can't buy it direct from that tire company.
Interesting.
Now, when you have BMX, now you have the idea of people going direct and cutting out the middleman, and the middleman is the person that's keeping BMX alive. I don't care what anyone says. If you cut out bike shops, you no longer have X amount of bike companies, because bike companies can't survive on the stuff. Here's where I just get angry, but
This is why I asked this question.
Giant, Specialized, and Trek right now are buying out bike shops, so then they can support the idea that if they don't need a bike shop, they got to own their own shop. And that's the only way they can survive, because selling direct is killing them. They're not going to survive. I don't care what anyone says. Whatever bike company goes direct is going to kill themselves. Plain and simple. My answer is we lose a lot of companies because those people cannot support themselves. They don't realize what a bike shop does for them until they lose that bike shop. So once they lose all those bike shops and the support and help they had, they're not going to survive. I see companies dying instantly.
Yeah.
That's mine, and I 100% believe. I think I'm right.
Well, hopefully we never have to find out. I was just curious what you would say in that situation.
What did I say? Did I hide it? I'm telling you exactly how I feel.
Yeah.
Now, everyone knows that I love bike shops. I talk about it every time when we come on.
I literally ride for 2 bike shops, okay?
Yeah, you know what I mean? I can't ride for a bike shop because it'd be biased. And
conflict of interest.
Conflict of interest times 1,000. But I do support every single bike shop, you know, Kings, Extremes. All my clothing that's sitting over here is a bike shop.
Literally? There you go.
Yeah, man.
I think not having... Hold on.
Somebody just answered something I didn't even think of.
Well, that's part of what I'm going to say.
Go ahead.
I think that without bike shops, the type of people who are buying normal bikes at them and that kind of thing, like those people would be even worse because they would be just buying bikes at Walmart. The people who are like not buying the cheapest possible bike you can get and not buying the best bike you can get, the ones that bike shops usually sell because that's what sells the most.
Right.
That segment of things would be even worse off, and it would be nothing but junk out there.
Love Machine BMX answered the thing that I'm not thinking about because I'm so passionate about what I was thinking. Who the fuck is going to build that bike for that person that buys it from whatever company direct?
Well, if it's either people who are they're gonna.
Let's answer me this question in the chat right now. I know you guys fucking hate answering us back. I want you guys to tell me, and honestly, do you know how to work on your bike or do you not?
The whole point of what we're getting at here is to support your local bike shop. But what I'm gonna say here,
yeah, but
listen,
Linda. What I want to know if these guys know how to work on their bike.
You already asked it, so they're going to answer, and I'm going to say what I'm going to say.
Say what you're gonna say. They'll answer us. We'll go.
I'm gonna
We
loop it
can
around
do-
and connect the dots. Without bike shops, people would have to learn how to work on their own bikes, and then there's naturally going to be people who don't want to work on their bike, so they're going to take it to the guy who does like to work on the bike, and then the guy who likes to work on the bike is going to figure out, hey, I could do this for money. I should start a bike shop. So then there would be bike shops again because you need the bike shop.
All right, do the group chat thing, or do that thing where you make them do a poll.
Oh, poll.
So I can build
What's the
my
question?
own bike. Yes.
Do you work? Wait, what do you want it to be? Can you build a bike or work on the bike?
All right. The question is, can you do everything there is to do with the bike? That means rebuilding a fork. That means putting in the cups, bottom brackets, rebuilding your wheel, truing your wheel. Fuck this. I know how to put a BMX together with a 6mm Allen key. No, not that shit. I'm talking a complete overhaul. Because if you need your wheels worked on, you're not doing it yourself. You're going to a bike shop. I want you to be 100% honest. It takes me 5 hours to put my bike together. Everybody builds my bike for
What's
me.
the
I don't
question?
know how to do it. The question is, can I build a complete bike from the ground up 100%? Yes or no? They hear me. They understand it. Just put yes or no.
Damn it.
I like Iggy. Iggy actually said, yeah, I couldn't service mine faithfully or confidently.
There's a lot of people who are like that. That's why there's mechanic shops, because nobody wants to work on their own car. So there's a lot of people who don't want to work on their own bike.
The only thing that sucks about our chat is 90% of these fuckers are 40 years old and work at bike shops. So
That's funny. It's 60-40 so far. Which just gives you an estimate of how many people it takes to have a bike shop be supported.
somebody talked about mobile bike shops. I support mobile bike shops as long as it's an actual person and not a corporation. Once it turns into a corporation, I do not support it. So I do not support QBP. I do not support Giant, Specialized, any of those companies that have mobile bike shops, because it takes away from a person that's potentially selling that, and they're stealing customers from them because they can do it at a cheaper price because they already own that product, so they're double dipping.
59% to 41%. That's such a random. Just haven't done wheels yet. See, wheels is part of it, though. If you answered yes, you better be able to build wheels.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm 25 and have been building wheels for everyone for 5+ years. Does this include gyros and brakes? Literally everything. If you can't build the wheels, you can't
You're
do
gonna
your
have to
brakes.
take your bike to the shop to get your brakes worked on. That's what I'm saying. Plain and simple, you need a bike shop because your friend hates your ass. That dude that sits at the skate park that knows how to work on a wheel does not like you at all.
That's
Trust
funny.
me, because I try to pay people to do my shit all the time.
I like truing wheels for people.
Now, obviously, people are going to cheat and say I have YouTube. But let's say that you have a family and you have to work a 9 to 7 job, because there's no such thing as 9 to 5 anymore. That doesn't exist because everything's so expensive. And you have kids and you still ride BMX. You don't have enough time in the day to work on your bike. Where are you going to take it? You're not going to take it to the stoner that sits on the deck at the local skate park. He ain't going to do it. He's too busy sleeping at his house for him to even meet up with that.
You've got a good point, Ricky. You've got a good point.
I don't know. I'm just being very honest. I need a bike shop to do everything for me. I'm retarded. I'm that guy to ask for help at the skate park. I love it.
I work on everybody's bike. I've literally helped you work on your bike already.
Dude, I'm the worst. especially with my front brakes. I don't know anything about brakes.
What's funny is that, like, there's people out there who are like Sponge, where literally Sponge hates working on his bike so much that if it doesn't, like, work right in the
If it ain't
first
broke, he
minute,
doesn't care, right?
he will that, and like if it doesn't, like, if what he's trying to do doesn't happen like immediately, he's just angry about it. And it's funny because he's the kind of person who you never see get mad. But I've seen him working on his bike, and you can just tell he's getting frustrated by how fast his hands are moving and the force that he's putting into it.
I'm retarded when it comes to working on a bike, man. I don't care what anyone says. I'll just be honest with you. It's easier to pay someone to do it.
And that's why bike shops exist. The people who are making, and we'll be honest here, except for the select few BMX specific shops that are out there, the people who are keeping bike shops alive are the normal people who would never work on a bike ever.
Or don't know how. They're
Well,
just
that.
regular. They're regular people.
Your parents.
You know what's so crazy, and I never thought about this? Think of this. This is gonna blow your mind. When 95% of complete bikes both wheels never leave the ground.
Yeah.
95% of complete bikes that are sold, both wheels never leave the ground.
I wouldn't be surprised that if that was completely accurate at all, because with the amount of kids that I see riding around, the local shop here in town, because I don't live in the same town that Brimstone's at, the local shop that's here, the amount of kids that I see riding around on GT completes is like funny.
Go ahead and
Can I answer 20 Grips question?
Yeah, go ahead and DM Larry or Comment Donkey, and they'll be able to get anything that you want.
Hold on, I have an answer for that.
Oh, okay, never mind. He's gonna cheat and give you the real answer. I'm trying to just
they've signed up to go through JBI, which is what Alienation is distributed through, and all you pretty much need to do, I would say, is just call them or send them a DM, and like Ricky said, and let them know what you want, because I don't think they have stuff yet, but they're working on being able to. So if they know there's interest in a specific thing beyond just what I let him know, like, is the top list, they'll be quicker to like get it on the site.
Oh,
I
to be
swear
honest,
this
I
light
get
is
parts
dying
and just
right now.
throw them on myself. The shop be overcharging sometimes.
See, here's the thing about this too. Hold on, I want to answer this, because there are shops out there that are dishonest and fix people's bikes wrongly, so they have to bring them back again. I had someone send me a message and ask me about wheel truing, because they said that their wheels, took them to the shop to get trued. They rode the bike for like 2 weeks, and then all the spokes were loose and the wheels were untrue again. So they took it back again, and the same thing happened again.
I've had that happen, and if they don't use that happens with every new wheel. When you get it, your spokes are supposed to come loose, and then they redo it the second time.
But not that bad.
Yeah, I've had it worse. I've had it so bad my wheels tacoed.
Well, either way, he didn't say if it was new wheels or not. He just said he had his wheels trued.
Right, but the other thing that goes with that one is, for me, experience-wise, and I don't build my own wheels. I know that it's the second try to get it done, but honestly, I try to think that every bike shop is honest, unless, now I don't know this kid, and I'm not being mean to this kid, but this kid could not support that bike shop, or he's done something to piss him off, because I'll be very honest with you. Number one, most kids are unruly. Number two, every customer thinks, oh, well, I'm the customer. It should be my way or the highway. Number three, oh, well, you're not going to do this for me? Oh, I don't want to spend this. So, when you work in retail, you've worked in retail, I've worked in retail, you know how it goes. Oh, you haven't? Okay, you shot a deer. I'm just joking.
What?
What? I feel like sometimes it's the way you approach. I can't
You're
see
100%
a bike shop.
right.
ripping people
like when
off.
you get the fear of somebody spitting in your food because of something that you said. It's that mentality.
Yeah, that happened to me last night when it wasn't even my fault. But then it's also a misunderstanding. So I need to hear everything 100% from this kid, and I need to know if it's a local bike shop and he's one of those tiny little kids that when he was like 8 years old to 12, he was a prick. And then when he's 16, he gets a job, and then he thinks, oh, well, whatever I did when I was 8 to 12 and being a prick doesn't count anymore. I'm 16 now. So
Yeah.
there's all kinds of scenarios. So
Yeah,
I'm just,
and
but
you
yes,
obviously you always want to give the benefit of the doubt, like Ricky's doing, but you do have to pay attention, and because it is entirely possible. There, you hear it in the mechanic world all the time of like people getting taken advantage of because they don't know any better. So you kind of just gotta keep your head on your shoulders.
and Re Music or whoever said this, I never want you guys to think that I'm picking on you or I think I'm better than you or I know a better answer than you. I can only go by the fact that, like, working and being part of a shop and then doing this for the last 7 years professionally and then doing the shop thing. So it's only been like 12 or 13 years. I'm just going by experience and then kind of having an idea where I am. Unlike a majority of the X Games judges that have never done a backflip and they're judging a person on a backflip, I'm not that person. I'm at least experienced in the idea of what I'm talking about.
Hey,
So
Brian Kaczynski and Nina judged the Olympics.
cool.
I was
Can they
just putting
double
it out there.
backflip? No.
Oh no, care. It's
Scotty
Nina.
Kramer should be the judge.
What?
Scotty Kramer should be the judge for all of it. Either way, I'm being more technical. I'm gonna turn into a jerk dickhead. But either way, what I'm saying though is usually it's guys that don't ride BMX that are the judges. That was my thing. I'm glad Nina's amazing. She's good on a bike, and Brian Kaczynski's fucked. I'm shit talking.
Gary Young is a judge for some things.
Yeah, I mean he can ride, but I'm saying usually what happens with judges, it's always a person that doesn't ride or isn't even qualified.
I think it's getting better. It is definitely still a conversation that needs to be had, but I do think it's getting better.
You just need to get Matt Hoffman on here and then just end the story.
Can you imagine if I had Matt Hoffman or someone like that on here? And
Well,
at the end, I was just like, all right, guys, that's it. I'm done forever. See ya.
Yeah, but the funny part is you don't have enough history because that's the part of BMX that you've never cared about is actually
Yeah.
doing the homework, where 50% of the people that are on here actually overly care for BMX. So they're just history buffs, where you just love what you're part of now and what your thing is.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, you're being
I'm
around
living in 2006.
Yeah, but slowly you're learning and
Yeah.
doing more just hearing it.
Yeah, you're right.
And then if you don't know, it doesn't matter anyway because fucking what's his name's gonna know the answer before anyone else.
For real, and he's always in here. It's insane. That guy knows everything there is to know about BMX. We gotta stump him. We need to come up with a way to stump that guy. Chris Doyle announced BMX racing at the Olympics. He also announced freestyle on like TV or something. I saw that he was there and I couldn't figure out like why is Doyle's name on this stuff, but why didn't we hear him? It was because the different broadcasts that went to different places had different announcers. Maddie has been on a rampage the last few months.
Alan, $9.99 is what 20 Grip donated to the stream. Now, when I say this isn't like we're begging for money or anything. It's kind of like a run-on joke of us just talking about things and then people just donate things to help out. Now, of all these years, I have gotten people to donate, and it's because of me, and I haven't seen fucking shit of this because Grant Moore's a greedy prick. But,
Damn,
he hasn't
Ricky.
even bought me lunch. Like, he's made
I literally drove to Cleveland to pick you up, then back, then to Cleveland again to take you to Raise it, and then back, then Cleveland again to drop you off, then back. And he stayed at my house.
And I've only came and stayed with him once. So To be fair, I'm just being a douche.
Jerk.
I love how you're like, here goes Ricky.
Anyways,
Old guy fart BMX. Where the hell you been, bro?
now that I've been ran over by a bus.
Yo, nobody's asked us questions, man. You asked a question and you started a 30-minute rant and you knew how to push my button.
Jeez, 20 minutes.
Damn, lunch for Ricky, bro. Yo, you better fucking, after Instagram or YouTube takes $19.98, you better send me a penny.
I'll send you a penny right now on Venmo.
Don't.
See, here's the part that Ricky won't say out loud in a stream is that he tells me he doesn't want anything.
I'm just fucking with you. What I want is people to get the absolute truth, even if I say things they don't like. That comes from me, or it comes from Brant, or I say things that are a misunderstanding. Because guess what? Whatever I say on here is here for life, or until Brant Moore's channel gets discontinued, which will never happen.
Literally will never happen.
So, you can go back and watch these and listen to them.
I have them on Spotify and Apple playlists and all kinds of stuff too now.
So if you're driving in your car, you can do that. Or if you guys go to my YouTube, for 1 year, 5 months straight, I did a video every day for 30 minutes. I just talked about topics. So if you're not following me, what's my YouTube channel?
Just your name, isn't it? I think I can write it in the chat. I don't know if it works.
Yeah, put it in there. You guys subscribe to my channel and go watch my bike videos and things. I'm not huge on it, but just go check it out. And if you guys want to hear videos and my opinions and ideas that I have on things, I did do it. But my only problem is I stopped doing it because I got too personal. So I just gave up.
It's hard to make YouTube videos every single day. When you have a full-time job like Ricky does, it's even if you're just talking and your editing isn't like as intense as something like what I do, it is hard to make a video every single day.
Mine was easy. I just talked. I mean, I got pulled over by the cops multiple times.
You need to put that video back up.
Dude, I hit 10,000 views in 1 hour when I put that video up.
Yeah, you need to put that video back up.
I can't because the cop
blur his face.
Rides BMX. No, I can't because I was supposed to go to jail.
Well, you didn't, and that was the what's the statute of limitations?
7 years. It's only been 4.
Damn it. What if I put it on mine?
No, I don't want to do that to that guy because I promised him, and it was really nice that he didn't tow my car away because I had no clue in West Virginia. If you're going over the speed limit of 75, they can, or if you're going 90, they can tow your car. I had no clue.
Yeah, you don't want that. Just so everybody knows who keeps talking about donating, nobody has to donate at all. It's not anything we're ever gonna like ask someone to do. I've thought in the future.
Alan.
What?
Oh, Alan said he could edit for me.
There you go. I've thought about in the future I'm probably gonna do some charity live streams to like try and raise money for certain things. Not to that point yet, but I think I'm gonna do that at some point. But like literally nobody ever has to do that. Obviously it's appreciated. I'm not gonna be like, oh.
So to cut you off, Love Machine BMX said, do you guys own any guns? And if so, can we see them? Fuck yeah, bro. Oh, look at that thing, bro.
Hold on, no, Ricky, no.
Here's my favorite thing.
We can't handle it.
Guys out there, hold on. Where's your BMX muscle? You see that? That's your BMX muscle.
My brake lever muscle.
Let's see what your BMX muscle looks like. See that bad boy? That's all that matters, boys.
Holy Jesus Christ.
What happened? Somebody donated $1 billion?
$100.
Hold on, wait, who?
JDA79, I forced to make this donation by Grant Bohr.
Yo, so I'll be very honest with you. I got a $100 donation for doing a rail gap in the rain and in the dark.
Yeah, you did get that, didn't you?
Yeah, I did get $100. JDA, we really appreciate it. I think you should donate that to something. If you get that, you should use that for something. You should start your charity thing for something for that. Or you should buy something to support the channel for it. Or
I'm going to help put myself out of debt. That's what I'm going to do.
Jesus Christ, Brand. Stop it. You're going to buy stickers and then you're going to tell kids that they can get free
I'm
stickers.
going to just be totally honest. That's going to help me pay off my student loans that I've been in 60 grand in debt for since I graduated.
All right, JDA. He was talking about fucking charity. Here he goes. Charity to himself. Jesus Christ. Good job. I'm joking. Look at your face. Look at how you've never even seen $100 before, have you? You know what's so
All
great?
I'm going to say right now is that after 2 people today have asked me for money.
Oh, there comes another
Are you kidding me? I got a settlement from an accident. What does that mean? Send him a shirt. See, that's the kind of thing we're talking about.
So he paid $100 for shirt. Now, at the end of the day, everything that you guys do and you're supporting, it just helps. The amount of work and time and effort that Brant puts into this channel is not like other channels. Like, dude, we used to make videos to help people out. Like, how many of those dudes' videos did we pick? How many of those people are sponsored now? I don't think there's one person that's not sponsored.
A few.
After we made those videos.
Ricky, you're making me feel like a real big dick here with your comments. But
turn this way. Look at me. Look at me in the face. You deserve everything you've done, and you know that I'm never going to give you an answer that's I'm going to pick on you first, but you deserve everything that you've done. The things you do, I told you eventually when you hit 100K subscribers and you get bigger, you're going to be one of the biggest forces, and you deserve everything you do. That's why how long we've been doing this together?
A long time.
Years. And it's created such a great relationship. And we have so many people on here that have been part of what we've done. This is your channel. We know that. But at the same time, these people appreciate everything you do. And for once, it's all right to reap the benefits. Here, how about this one? I don't need to say the names, but can you imagine how much Scotty... Imagine how much...
You said it. Anyway, what?
Imagine how much those guys make. And I don't know what they do. I'll be very honest with you. Out of all of the guys I've ever met that do a YouTube channel, Billy Perry gives back more than anybody I know and doesn't do anything to take away what he actually does. It's so genuine. If you guys don't follow Billy Perry, I'm telling you, subscribe to him. Brant, you deserve everything you're getting. And what you say... Oh, my God, you just got another... Oh! Going ham. How much did we hit that last time? Our record is $200, right? In one night.
I have no
Remember
idea.
when those guys? Yeah, because remember Team Weed or whatever were having fights and arguments, and they
was
were
nowhere close to this. This is insane.
Oh, this is nothing, bro. We're gonna be up to $400. Watch this shit. Can I get 10? Can I get another 10? Can I get another 10? Go ahead and throw a $20. Throw a $20. $20. Go ahead and throw another $20. Do I see $21.50? Do I do $22.50? Going once, going twice. Dude. Nobody donated. Anyway.
Thank you. That's all I can say is just thank you.
You deserve things, man. The effort and time and stuff that you put into your things, it needs more support. And if these are the guys that are going to do it for you, then accept it. These guys ain't doing something you're forcing them. They're just doing it because they appreciate what you do. Everybody here, Taco Slurpee, JDM, Travis, Selvsy, Kevin Jackson, David, fucking Alan, 20 Grip, Sean, all these guys, man. We've been following these guys and been friends with them for years. Cameron, Love Machine. Cameron and Love Machine and Alan are new, but I
Yeah.
appreciate you guys being here. Old as fuck. I mean, old fat guy. Music. Like all you guys that are hanging out with us and talking with us, like you don't need to be doing this here. You don't need to be here, but we appreciate it.
You just said oldest.
That's what I always think is old as fuck, not old fat.
Oh my god, dude. This is insane.
You deserve it, buddy.
Thank you. Like, I don't even have words.
Well, you just said it. The word is thank you. Look at your eyes. You would be way different. Like I can tell. This is like the first time that you put on girls' pants and listen to Korn or whatever band you listen to, and you dyed your hair black. That's the feeling you're getting right now.
It's
Do
pretty
a world
crazy.
tour. I love it.
Make a million, do a world. I swear to God, if I ever get to that point, crazy things are going to happen in BMX.
You're just gonna buy someone randomly a Lambo?
No, I'm gonna do crazy things in BMX are going to happen on a monthly basis.
I love it.
I'm not even joking.
Dude, the humidity is so bad here. If I like,
Is that why it feels so weird right now? It's humid here too. I just feel like clammy and ugh.
yeah, it's because it's so hot in here, and me and you don't have air conditioning, and we're both so excited from the conversation and the amount that.
And we have gaming PCs blowing hot air into the room we're in.
Oh yeah, my gaming genie or whatever it is so big.
Yeah, it's blowing literal just hot air out too.
The chat died. I don't see.
I just want to say thank you. Now that I'm like calmed down a little bit, thank you to everyone who's just here, first of all, because like me and Ricky have been doing this since there was nobody here. I've been streaming since there was literally 2 people in there, and I'm just playing pipe or whatever I'm doing, and there's 2 people in here who are watching. Kevin Jackson was there back in the day, but there's other people that aren't here right now that were back in the day too. 20 Grips had been in here for a long time, and I would be doing this if no one was watching. So like the fact that there's this many people who are being this awesome right now, especially like the people who are donating, that's $160. That is fucking insane.
How much did we hit when we were doing handrails? Oh yeah, you don't cuss either. I love that. Keep it up. When we did
it was pretty crazy, but not
huge.
like this.
Well, yeah, nobody donated 100, but you got a lot of 20s and 10s and 5s and shit, so it's crazy.
But also, just the fact that there's this many people who want to sit here and hang out with just what we're doing for the fun of it, because we would do it if no one was here, is
well,
awesome.
We do it. Hey,
and
how
I
about
appreciate
this?
it.
Me and you do sit on here. When we hang up from here, most of the time we still keep talking.
Or you call me.
I call you instantly after this, and then I tell you, man, I could have said this, bro. They have no fucking clue, but if I would have said this, they would have all got roused.
And usually I'm like, because it's like, I didn't know that. Bad for Life, Brody Gwilliam up in Canada said, we need a charity stream so we can add an extra ramp to the Worcester skate park and then make an edit out of it if they would allow it. So I've actually been in contact with some people from the city, and we're like starting to do like a group or whatever so we can start talking about some ideas for maintenance and potential additions. So hopefully that's cool. I mean,
that's a good idea.
They just built that concrete skate park in the Amish town close to us. I feel like Worcester, the city I live in, is kind of like competitive because of how much like people are coming into the city and all this. They might be like, hey, we can't let them have the bigger skate park or better skate park.
Mike, yes, Jeff and Tony have come so far with pedal action. I really want to shout out pedal action in Colorado Springs. Those two have donated their whole lives to making their bike shop what they are, and they just expanded and bought the store next to the store they have. And it brings tears to my eyes because those dudes put their livelihood, and now they're just becoming a big force, and bike shops or
That's awesome.
companies are like, oh, now this is that. And I've been there since they had like 200 square feet in a little tiny shop.
It's always the people who put everything they have into things that you want to see be successful. That just kind of made me realize why it's so much of a big deal too. It's like, I've been working on this YouTube channel and doing this stuff since I was worried about filling my gas tank because I didn't know about money. Like, and I did it because I didn't want to go out and have a full-time job, so I couldn't make videos for this YouTube channel.
Well, Brent, I can tell you got a little frog in your throat right now because you're emotional and
I'm kind of halfway emotional.
You are emotional. That's because you're a bitch. I mean, you're a good guy.
I'm glad I didn't fully hear you because I probably would have spit this water out if I did.
Would've.
What did you say?
I said that's because you're a bitch.
that would have been bad. There's a lot of electronics in front of me.
But I mean, that's the dynamic that we both have. I'm annoying as fuck and I talk a lot, and you're like the calm to my waves. Like you're the person you're the moon.
I'm the moon.
The one that creates waves.
Just call me the moon.
Dude, I am burning up. All right, it's almost 10 o'clock.
Yeah, don't you need to get going?
We've been on here for how long?
Almost 2 hours. This is a good stream.
Yeah, everybody that's on here, obviously appreciate all you guys. I want you guys, if you can't support your local bike shop, follow my Instagram, and every single day I tag a bike shop that has something, and get something from those bike shops, man. Like, let's keep BMX alive, and let's just support bike shops, man. Without bike shops, we wouldn't be where we are. And I say this every stream, and I say this with passion. Literally, fuck direct. Go to your local bike shop and just buy stuff. And trust me, they'll support you. Love you guys. I'm out. Brant, go spend your money, Mick Scrooge, and live on your all I can think of is when Mick Scrooge is on the coins and he's swimming.
That is definitely not me.
I love you. You deserve everything you got.
Love you too, bud.
All right. Have a good night. All right. Love you guys.
Too.
Peace.
Good night, everyone. Thank you for the support.
Turn it off.
Bye. For real, though. Thank you. That was crazy. And kind of don't know what to say. BMX is awesome.